Tonight, tremors of an earthquake epicentered in Afghanistan's Hindu Kush mountain range were felt in India, Afghanistan and Pakistan this afternoon. Its intensity was measured to be 7.5 on the Richter scale. Earthquake has claimed 24 lives in Afghanistan and at least 130 in Pakistan. Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke to Afghanistan President Ashraf Ghani and Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif and offered assistance to help them deal with the aftermath of the tragedy.
Tremors arising from an earthquake epicentered in Afghanistan have been felt in these three countries in Asia on Monday afternoon. While Afghanistan and Pakistan have seen substantive loss of life and property, no such reports have surfaced in India so far. According to the US Geological Survey, the quake's epicenter was located near Jurm in northeast Afghanistan in the Hindu Kush mountain range, 250 kilometers from Kabul, and at a depth of 213.5 kilometers. Its intensity was pegged at 7.5 on the Richter scale.
2:40 पर एक अर्थक्वेक हुआ जिसका मैग्नीट्यूड था 7.5 ऑन रिक्टर स्केल और ये अफगानिस्तान की पहाड़ियाँ जिनको हिंदू कुश बोलते हैं, हिंदू कुश की पहाड़ियों पर था इसका एपिसेंटर और ये जैसे जम्मू कश्मीर, हिमाचल प्रदेश, पंजाब, इवन दिल्ली में भी हम लोगों ने खूब फील किया है इसको। ये करीब 190 किलोमीटर इसकी डेप्थ थी। तो जो डेप्थ से जो वेव्स चलती हैं वो दूर तक जाती हैं और उनको हम सरफेस वेव्स बोलते हैं। तो वो सरफेस पे आके सरफेस वेव्स के अलोंग चलती हैं तो वो दूर तक ट्रेवल करती हैं तो वो हमने वो फील की हैं।
Residents of Kabul say this was the most severe earthquake that they have experienced. Several deaths have been reported in Kabul and adjoining areas in Afghanistan. The number of those injured is likely to rise. Houses and roads have been damaged in several places. There's large-scale disruption of mobile services as well. Reports of extensive damage have emerged from Pakistan too. Several people have been injured. 8 people, including women and children, died in Swat, while 4 died in the Bajaur tribal region after buildings collapsed in the area. Many persons are reported to have died in Peshawar city due to a building collapse. Several buildings also collapsed in other parts of Pakistan. The earthquake sent ripples across Jammu and Kashmir, Delhi National Capital Region, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Rajasthan in India. The tremors lasted for nearly a minute, during which residents and office goers dashed out for safety. In Delhi, people moved out of their homes and offices to be under the open skies. They say the tremors were of high intensity. The impact of the tremors was felt more in high rises. Delhi metro train was halted briefly. There were no reports of any loss of life or property. In Jammu and Kashmir, the impact of the earthquake was more than in other parts of India. The flyover at Jahangir Chowk in the heart of Srinagar developed a crack. In North Kashmir's Baramulla district, trees were uprooted and roads damaged in several areas. According to officials, an army bunker collapsed following tremors in Sopore, 55 kilometers from Srinagar, leaving 2 army personnel injured. A part of the Bhimgarh fort in Riyasi district also collapsed. Damage to property was reported in some areas in Udhampur as well. Tremors were felt in many districts of Punjab. Many houses in Ludhiana developed cracks. Relief and rescue agencies were alerted immediately after the earthquake.
डैमेज की कोई जानकारी प्राप्त नहीं हुई है। वैसे हम लोगों ने अपनी एनडीआरएफ वगैरह को और अन्य दूसरी जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं उनको पूरी तरह से अलर्ट कर रखा है।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi directed an urgent assessment of the damage caused by the quake and offered assistance to Afghanistan and Pakistan. He spoke to Afghanistan President Ashraf Ghani and expressed his sympathies and condolences over the damage caused by the earthquake. The Prime Minister tweeted, "President Ashraf Ghani shared with me his initial assessment of the damage. I offered all possible assistance. President Ashraf Ghani told me due to the quake, a school building collapsed and children lost their lives. I was very pained to hear this. When President Ashraf Ghani was telling me about the school, my mind went back to a similar tragedy in Anjar, Kutch in 2001. Felt very sad." While India was largely unaffected by the earthquake, neighboring countries were impacted more. In the wake of the frequent quakes in the region in the last few months, people need to exercise more caution to minimize the impact. Newsnight Desk, DD News.